Allegheny in the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Jamal Agnew now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Penix. Moving to his right. He fires downfield for Pitts. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Now it's going to be 3rd down. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. This fielded inside the 35. Oh, great job anticipating the play. Running it down for no gain.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Rodgers to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible. I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 5. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On play action, Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Warren. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think, obviously, you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Agnew on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He's got his tight end, Toriano. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 27.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Plant. It's Penix. This throw pulled in by Pitts. is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And it's going to throw again. Exiting the pocket right. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to...
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Kyle hits. Touchdown, Atlanta.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down.
Brings up second down.
Once again, it's Warren. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Austin brought in motion. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's David Onyemata in there for the tackle.
36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 2. A run up the middle with Warren.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Seven 3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A pickup there of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
That's another
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Catch made. That's Wood. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
And the Steelers' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
One. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jalen Warren, touchdown Steelers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Falcons 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Agnew on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here is Penix. Again, working deep downfield. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. Well, this would be something from an impossible distance. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he's going to be brought down. They pass on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Pinion set to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down for Aaron. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
They cannot get away. Great job down there to hold them to a short return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go play action now with Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not...
And he will get into the end zone. his second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10.
Steelers 10. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now Warren. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down, Rodgers. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He finds Austin with the ground. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, Penix to the right. That's Pitts. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is T.J. Watt. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up third and long.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons send their punting unit out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. On the return, it's Austin. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And that will lead to a second down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers here on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will score. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Pittsburgh. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Steelers 17, Falcons 14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Agnew on the return. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's from Ray McLeod. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
First down.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Big opening up the middle. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The motion man here is Woods. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Leonard Floyd brought him down.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice...
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by D. Alford. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
22-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Plant. It's Penix. He's got it at the 7. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers on first down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Falcons 35, Steelers 24.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
We're going to go play action with Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Steelers 1st down.
1st down for Aaron. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Pat Freiermuth. It's a pick up a 3.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.